Imagine, for a moment, a small cluster of huts along the banks of the Tiber River. Smoke rises from simple hearths, and a few shepherds tend their flocks, unaware that the soil beneath their feet will one day give rise to one of the greatest powers the world has ever known. This is not yet the Rome of marble columns and legions that march across continents. This is Rome in its infancy, fragile, uncertain, and almost invisible in the flow of time.
The story of the Roman Republic is not simply the tale of a government or a series of wars. It is the story of human ambition, of pride and compromise, of farmers who became soldiers, and of families whose names became immortal.
Let us begin with legend, for no history of Rome can escape it. Rome was said to be born of twins, Romulus and Remus, sons of Mars, the god of war. Abandoned at birth and raised by a she-wolf, they grew to establish a city of their own. Conflict rose between them, and Romulus struck down his brother, giving his name to the new settlement, Rome.
In its earliest days, Rome was ruled by kings, 7 in total, according to tradition. Some were wise, others cruel, but their rule was fragile, dependent on the loyalty of a people who had already begun to value their freedom. In 509 BCE, monarchy was cast aside. The Romans swore never again to be ruled by a king. Thus, the Republic was born.
The heart of the Republic was the Senate, a council of Rome's elders, men from patrician families whose ancestry and wealth carried weight. They debated policies, guided magistrates, and directed the city's destiny. Above them stood 2 consuls, elected each year. They commanded armies, presided over government, but held power for only 12 months, each a check upon the other.
But Rome was never free of tension. From its earliest years, it was divided between patricians, the noble families, and plebeians, the common people. Out of this struggle was born the tribune of the plebs, defender of the people, armed with the sacred power of veto, his person declared inviolable by the gods.
By the 3rd century BCE, Rome controlled all of Italy. But beyond lay a greater challenge: Carthage, a wealthy maritime power ruling trade routes across the sea. Its influence stretched from Spain to Sicily. The Punic Wars would decide the fate of the Mediterranean. Then came Hannibal. He crossed the Alps with elephants and hardened soldiers, bringing terror to Italy. At battles like Cannae, entire Roman armies were destroyed, yet Rome did not surrender. It endured, resisted, and struck back. At Zama, Hannibal was defeated, and Carthage was broken. From these trials, Rome rose stronger than ever. No longer a power of Italy alone, it was now master of the Mediterranean. Wealth, slaves, and provinces poured into its grasp. Yet with this rise came widening divides between rich and poor, noble and common, senate and people. And yet, at its core, the Republic still clung to its greatest ideal, that power must be limited, that law stands above men, and that the res publica, the public thing, was greater than any one person. From this belief, Rome rose from a cluster of huts to an empire, and from this belief, its legacy still echoes today.